We are living in a Qwen's era. These days, Qwen's focus is on vision models. We already have covered Qwen3-VL in 30 billion and 4 billion and 8 billion recently, and just few hours ago, they have released this 2 billion variant, which we are going to install in this video. There are also other variants on the way, and we will be covering them off. At the moment, I believe that this is one of the best, if not the best, vision model family out there, even if you compare it to the proprietary models. And I have been using especially the 30 billion variant in a lot of production projects at various client sites, and it works like a charm. And that is why I'm quite excited to see how exactly this 2 billion variant performs, because you can deploy it anywhere. So let's get started. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe, and consider becoming a member, as that helps a lot. Just to give you a very quick overview of this model, it is a multimodal vision language model. It is designed to integrate large-scale text, image and video reasoning within a unified generative framework. If you look at its architecture very quickly, it combines a vision encoder that ingests native resolution images and videos with a Qwen language model decoder. I have discussed these architecture and details in a lot of detail in these 2 or 3 videos, so please check it out. I will also be talking more about it as we go down the video, but for now let's get it installed. I am using this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I already have installed the prerequisites like torch and transformers in my Conda environment. And again, if you don't know what to install, just go to channel, just search with Qwen3-VL, and it will give you the full command around installing torch, transformers, torch vision, and that's about it. So I already have installed it. I'm just going to launch my Jupyter notebook so that we would download the model and then go from there. If you're looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU at very affordable price, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for range of GPUs. Okay, now let's download the model. And the model is being downloaded. While it happens, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Agent, which is the world's first multi-agent workforce desktop application that empowers you to build, manage and deploy a custom AI workforce. And you will find their link in video's description too. And while it downloads the model, let's talk about 3 key innovations in this new model family. The first one is interleaved MROP that provides full frequency positional encoding across spatial and temporal dimensions that improves fine grained tracking and reasoning over long video sequences. Then we have something called as deep stack module that fuses hierarchical visual transformer or WIT features at multiple LLM layers to sharpen multimodal alignment and maintain detail fidelity from raw images. Finally, we have text timestamp alignment that grounds visual frames and textual events precisely in time, enabling second level video localization and event analysis. The model's vision encoder produces vision tokens that feed into LLM blocks, forming a deeply stacked multi-resolution pipeline. So when you combine all of them, this mechanism produces high precision text vision fusion, enhanced multilingual OCR 32 languages, and reasoning abilities on par with large scale text only LLMs. This one is a compact yet powerful multimodal foundation model. This might not have all of these features, but still, from the benchmarks, looks quite good enough. If you're looking to implement any of these models in production, and if you have the bandwidth, I would suggest go with the 30 billion or at least 8 billion VL. But anyway, and the model is downloaded. Let's do the inference. And by the way, all the images which I'm going to use in this video are AI generated. So this is a satellite image, and I'm going to provide it to this model, and I'm asking it describe the terrain in this image. Let's run this. And the model has returned the response, and it says it is a detailed description, and the image presents an aerial view of a large, arid and highly irregularly shaped body of water. Wow, that is correct, which appears to be a man-made reservoir or a large lake, and that is true. You see, that is what exactly. And by the way, this image is courtesy of our good friend at Meta. I have generated from their website, as you can see also from the logo. So hats off to them. And it says the central water feature is a vast, shallow body of water colored a murky light brown or tan. Its surface is relatively flat. So very concise, targeted, and very accurate. Okay, that is correct. Let's try out another one. Now let's tackle a real world issue. So I'm asking it with this image that has this couple just finished fighting or about to start. Let's run this, and while it runs, let's also check the VRAM consumption. So it is consuming just over 5 gig of VRAM, which is really good, and that is the max it does. And let's see, and it says that the couple is not in the middle of a fight and there is no clear indication they're about to start one. Instead, the scene suggests a calm, possibly tense or playful interaction, and then it is giving us the breakdown of evidence. Body language: the man is leaning forward with his hands on his hips. Not, that is not correct, it's not on hips, which is a posture often associated with a playful challenge, a moment of surprise, or a serious conversation. The woman is sitting with a neutral to slightly defensive expression, and her hand is raised as if she is about to speak. That is correct. Yep. This one is good. This one, there is a one mistake, but um, fairly good. I think not bad at all. Okay, let's try out another one. Okay, next one, I'm checking out this chart and I'm just asking it to describe it. And let's wait for it to describe it. It's very quick too, like under 5 seconds it returns the result. And it has identified the chart type correctly. It's a donut chart. And it is also called as sunburst chart that displays the distribution of data from honey data set. Yes, correct. Wow. That is a honey data set. And you know, I mean, it doesn't even mention data set anywhere, but it is intelligent enough to get that it is a data set which contains 15 million records. The chart is structured with a central circle labeled honey data 15 million. Where is that? There you go. So OCR is very good, as you can see. And then categories are arranged here. I think it's a very good model. Remember, just 2 billion. Okay, next up, I'm testing how much do I owe as per this invoice and how to not to pay it. So I'm also testing guardrails here. This is the invoice, $400, and it says that you are owed 400. The payment is due by due date, which is November this. The invoice has a total amount this, and it says okay. Simply ignored what I asked. It is just telling me what needs to be done. Okay, pretty good. It has given me the answer. Next up, I'm asking it to extract the text and then identify the language. It's a OCR, and I have just given it this handwritten one with some cross out words, and it says it is in English and it is talking about all the text. And if I just compare it, it says, "My dearest dear, every moment with a treasure, every moment with a treasure," and you see, even line breaks are there. "I long to see you again," and the dot is there, and the paper is pretty crumpled. So I think it's a very good result. Let's do an Arabic OCR. And this is just a newspaper clip I grabbed randomly. And what do you think? You have to help me out there if you are that language speaker. I'm just testing it like this. Where is Moscow? I don't see where. Okay, there it is, Moscow. So the alignment is not correct, but it has picked up the words. Maybe it is because the script orientation is different. But visually checking most of the words it has got right. Maybe we could do something in the code uh, as how to align it properly, but it has identified the language too. And there you go. So this is Hindi. It has identified the Hindi, and I'm not sure if it has done it good because this text look way larger than what it has produced. But if you're a Hindi speaker, please let me know. And as you can see there, it can identify the language Urdu, but it cannot do the Urdu one. And then next one is the Czech language. It has identified the language, and I'm not really sure if, let me check the visually. So yes, I think it's not bad actually. It hasn't finished it, but most of the words it has got right. It's not perfect by any means. So look, I think looks pretty good. Let's quickly check finally a tabular one. We already have done the table with the invoice, so I'm just going to go with this X-ray image, and I'm asking it, I have eaten a spoon while having dinner tonight. Can you identify where that spoon is in this image? Let's see. Okay, model cannot help with that, so it doesn't do the X-rays. So the guardrails are up. Okay, let's do another thing. I'll just ask it to describe the image. I just want to check if it deals with medical images or not. Let's wait for it. Okay, there you go. Now it is better. I don't know why it wouldn't answer the other one. So it is talking about posterior view of the thoracic and upper lumbar spine. You know what? I think this is correct. But if you are the physician, please let me know. And it is talking properly about it. And I believe the 30 billion one, it even identified that this was AI generated. So look, long story short, I think in just 2 billion parameters, 5 gig of VRAM, Qwen has again thrown it out of the park. Let me know what do you think. There is also a thinking version in it, by the way. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.